Good evening, my cherished settlers. Today marks a momentous occasion as we embark on an ambitious journey to grow our city center. Together, we will extend our manor walls, add vital storage, and create a vibrant new residential neighborhood. First, let us discuss the extension of our manor walls. These walls are more than mere stone and timber. They are the symbol of our strength and our unity. By fortifying our boundaries, we will protect our community from outside threats and create a safe haven for our families. A strong wall is a testament to our resilience, and with each stone we lay, we are building a legacy that will stand as a monument against the test of time. Next, we turn our attention to the need for additional storage. As our population grows and our production lines flourish, we must ensure that we have the capacity to store our goods. Expanding our storage facilities will allow us to safeguard our harvest, tools, and treasures, ensuring that nothing goes to waste. With ample storage, we can weather any storm, knowing that we have the resources to sustain us through the lean times. And now let us dream of a new residential neighborhood. This will be a place where families can grow, children can play, and neighbors can come together. By creating new homes, we are not just providing shelter, we are fostering our dream of a community and a thriving city. A thriving neighborhood is the heart of a prosperous manor. As we embark on this grand endeavor, I call upon each of you to lend your hands and hearts to this cause. So rise with me, my fellow villagers. Together, we will grow our city center into a bustling hub of activity and life. This is our opportunity to shape the future of our manor, to create a place where generations to come will thrive. Heyo and welcome to another episode of Build and Battle Season 3, where we will build a beautiful medieval city while battling off famine, mutiny, and the bitter cold. In the last episode, we gave our settlement a little tender love and care by boosting our firewood production to keep our hearths warm and leather production to increase our shoe exports. So if you happened to miss the last episode, then click on the info card above, or if you're looking for a new Manor Lords series to binge watch, then check out the entire Build and Battle Season 3 playlist located in the description below. In today's episode, we will begin expanding our manor walls organically with creative beauty. We will then continue to grow our city center with another residential block, additional storage, which I hope to specifically hold only firewood once that new patch comes out, and then tweak our trade a little bit in an attempt to increase our regional wealth. So are you enjoying Build and Battle Season 3? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you are most excited to see with that upcoming patch. If you can't wait to see the season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to videos. And don't miss out on our Build and Battle Season 3 merchandise linked in the description below. Alrighty everyone, I'm wicked excited to start today's build, so kick back, grab your caffeinated beverage of choice, and let's jump right on into it. So I would like to start by coming into this cliffside area here and drawing in a little aesthetic modular build. I would like to add a few storage houses and extend our manor walls specifically. I would also like to square off the burgage plots in this area and extend the wall kind of behind them, since we are not going to be able to continue to build down this area here as the slope is just simply too steep. So let's start with our storage units first. Originally, I had a dyer's workshop right here. However, I did opt to delete this since importing the dye was more practical than importing the berries. The berries were being sold in the marketplace as food rather than the dyer being able to claim them first for their craft. Since we now have this vacant space, I think it would be perfect for additional upgraded storage units. So let's build some of those in and kind of watch them grow. Now let's pull a road along the back of these burgage plots right here just to aesthetically complete this area. We will then pull the manor wall kind of along this area, creating a bit of a gate to round out the city center and provide those entry gates as a bit of detail. Alrighty everyone, what do you think? So my idea behind this was to start bringing the walls sort of around the city center using the topography and natural growth of the city as our guide. I do think I'm going to employ one of our forester huts right here to start filling this area in with just a little bit more greenery, not something too thick if I can help it, mainly because we can't grow any more burgage plots or anything on this area here because the slope is too steep. So yeah, let's let the game run for an hour, well, probably about a year off camera here. One, I'm still building in this wall here a little bit. It's taking quite some time. And two, let's just get that greenery in here real quick. Next, let's build some additional storage units. We have about 28, 29, sometimes 30 months worth of firewood, and honestly, I love that. But it does mean we don't have enough space for all that wood. Therefore, I want another upgraded storage house right here where we have begun expanding our roads down the hillside in the city center. We already have 2 storage houses in this area to either side, here and here. However, I want to place one more here in the middle. And then what I'd like to do is imitate what we did earlier and turn off everything minus firewood. So that way it's only collecting firewood for this storage house. Since we have some underground water veins in this area as well, let us also add in another well here to either side of the storage to kind of flank it a little bit. Occasionally we have been hit with bad thunderstorms off camera, and we had a few buildings actually burn down because the residents couldn't run to the wells and put out the fire in time. So because of this, I do want to spam a bunch of wells in throughout the city center, probably starting here and here to either side of the new storage unit. And finally, since we have a nice little area here with the parallel roads, let's put in a marketplace here. I'm growing very, very fond of having marketplaces scattered throughout, as they are, one, very practical, and two, are a really nice decoration and point of activity for the settlers to move about in. And honestly, let's just come to the realization really fast here. Watching these little Sims run around is absolutely amazing. Awesome. Now that we have the storage unit, wells, and marketplace in place, let's bulk up the area with some more housing and create that residential neighborhood. So kick back, refill your caffeinated beverage of choice, and enjoy a nice relaxing time lapse as we are going to be building in a boatload of housing here, and I'm going to be focusing on not demolishing the trees. So yeah, this should be pretty aesthetic. Wow. Okay. Namateen hit a 1,000 civilian population. Damn. All right, now this is a little impulsive, but many episodes ago, we built these orchards in this area here, and they got glitched, and the orchard didn't spawn, and instead we had this widespread single home. So let's take a quick second to add in some more logistics and storage units in this area, as well as just a couple of burgage plots. That's the word I'm looking for. A couple of burgage plots to fill this area in right here. Alright, so we have just about wrapped up today's episode, but before we go, I want to tweak our trade. As I mentioned, we have way more firewood than we need. That's partially my fault because I totally overbuilt last episode, but we can use this to our advantage. While we really only need about 5,000 of the firewood that we have, and we have about 34 months worth of fuel, I figured we might as well start exporting some of the firewood to kind of help bolster up our regional wealth a bit, as the increased population has left us with a very, very large king's tax. Like, I thought I was greedy. He's just insane. So anyway, let's jump on in and let's tweak our firewood trade first. Next, I want to start exporting our excess wool. I love that we have over 2,000 wool, and I plan to use all 2,000 wool to make 2,000 clothing items and then trade it all. However, we need berries and dye, and I don't want to import more dye because it is obnoxiously expensive for a resource that is easily obtainable in another territory. To me, berries are the cheap, easy resource, so I just cannot part with shamelessly importing a lot of dye given the cost that it is. And finally, I want to start exporting our plank production so we can actually really utilize the workforce a lot better and really take advantage of those exporting, what's the words I'm looking for? And really take advantage of exporting our production lines. I didn't want to just stop plank production because I have a lot of unassigned families at the moment. So I figured we might as well just keep producing planks and export it for that regional wealth. Alrighty everyone, I think that just about wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to videos. And don't forget to check out our Build&Battle Season 3 merchandise linked in the description below. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.